Can a person on an ILR visa in the UK sponsor their parents? In the ever-evolving landscape of immigration and visa regulations, one question that often arises is, can a person on an indefinite leave to remain, ILR, visa in the UK sponsor their parents to join them? The answer, fortunately, is yes. In this comprehensive guide, we will delve into the intricacies of this process, shedding light on the eligibility criteria, visa options, and the challenges one may encounter along the way. Understanding the basics. What is an ILR visa? Before we dive into the details of sponsoring parents, let's first grasp the concept of the Indefinite Leave to Remain, ILR, visa. An ILR visa, also known as permanent residency, allows individuals to live and work in the UK without any time restrictions. Essentially, it offers a pathway to settle in the UK for an extended period, making it an attractive option for those who have already spent a considerable amount of time in the country. Eligibility criteria for an ILR visa. Before diving into the process of sponsoring parents, let's briefly discuss the eligibility criteria for obtaining an ILR visa in the UK. Applicants usually need to have lived in the UK on another type of visa, such as a spouse visa or Tier 2 visa, for a specified period, usually 5 years, and meet certain financial and English language requirements. Sponsoring parents on an ILR visa. Can an ILR visa holder sponsor their parents? Yes, individuals holding an ILR visa in the UK can indeed sponsor their parents to join them. However, there are specific requirements and procedures that need to be followed. Financial requirements. To sponsor your parents, you must demonstrate that you can financially support them without relying on public funds. This typically involves showing proof of a stable income, accommodation, and the ability to cover their living expenses. Accommodation. You'll need to provide suitable accommodation for your parents during their stay in the UK. This can be a house or flat that meets the necessary standards for habitation. Relationship documentation. You must prove your relationship with your parents through official documents like birth certificates, marriage certificates, if applicable, and any other relevant records. Health insurance. It's advisable to arrange health insurance for your parents to cover any medical expenses during their stay. Visa options for sponsoring parents. Once the eligibility criteria are met, there are two primary visa options for sponsoring parents to the UK. 1. Indefinite leave to remain as a parent. Under this category, a person with an ILR visa can apply for indefinite leave to remain as a parent if their child is living in the UK and is settled as either a British citizen or a person with indefinite leave to remain. This pathway allows parents to join their children and enjoy the benefits of living in the UK permanently. 2. Adult Dependent Relative Visa. In cases where the sponsored parents have long-term care needs and require the support of their child in the UK, the Adult Dependent Relative Visa becomes relevant. However, it's important to note that this visa category is known for its stringent requirements and high costs, exceeding £3,000, £5. The process involves proving the parents' dependency on the sponsor and their need for long-term care.